you requesting a video on how to interface this stabilizer board. This is our stabilizer board from ABSO LAB Technology. So how to interface the stabilizer board with Century display that have digital display. This is a Century stabilizer. You can see it clearly. This is a Century stabilizer, and this is the digital display. So what we want to do now is how you can interface. You can connect this digital display to work with this board. So how you can do that? So that's what we want to do today. So to connect this board now to this Century stabilizer, you need a 12-volt power supply. These are 12-volt power supply. You can see it clearly. This is 12-volt, and this is the negative. This is black. This is negative. Where is the positive? So you collect the positive. There's a resistor here on this board now. You collect the positive to this resistor here on the board. You can see it clearly. You collect it to the resistor. Then you collect the negative to this heat sink. To the heat sink now. This is the heat sink. You collect it to the heat sink. Then this is the communication cable. Now check for the communication cable for the display. This is the communication cable. You can see it clearly. This is the communication cable that work with the display. So you now collect this 4-pin communication cable to this port. You can see it here. So you collect it here. So once you collect it here now, so then when you power it up, you press this button. This is a button here. It is through this button you select the different display. This board can work with at least up to 4 or 5 digital display like Century, Tamoku, LG, Lexus, and others. So you now select the display you want to interface with this button after you power it up. So let's try and do that now. So now, after you have collected the power supply, this is the positive, the negative to the heatsink, then the communication cable from the display. This is the display, internet, so at the back, okay. So and this is the communication cable for the display now. You now power it on. So these are, don't forget, these are 12 volt. Use 12 volt. These are 12 volts. So let me turn it on. So I've turned it on now. So firstly, what you observe that the parameter being displayed here is not actually readable. So you can see it 4R on, but this LED now, this delay LED and working LED doesn't come up, and you can see that all this thing is actually not. Some of it you can't read it very well. So what you now do is when this display is working, you now press this button. This is the button. You press the button, then you observe the effect here. So let me try and press the button, then you'll be observing the effect here. So I press the button now. You can see that it still displays something that is changing the pattern. So let's press the button again. You can see it still displays another thing. Let's press it again. You can see it's displaying 1, 2, 4, and so on. Let's press it again. You can see now it's now displaying the delay LED is now working. Then the working LED is now on. Then the pattern, everything is now readable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So this is where you leave the display. You don't press the button again. So then you work directly with this Century stabilizer display. So that's how you do it. Thank you and God bless.